Give me a running back. You think the 49ers are going to draft?
Cam Skattebo. They're going to draft
the day 2
They're
running back.
They're going to draft Cam Skattebo. Not because he's a white running back. I'm not going there. He's a bruiser like Mason. But he's much more of a receiver than Mason was. And I think that's what the Niners are looking for. I think they realized last year Mason is a hell of a runner. But when McCaffrey goes down, they can't replicate that receiver out of the backfield. And their whole offense is built around it. So I think they're going to get Skattebo, who put up kind of McCaffrey numbers in college. He's a big-time receiver. He's just a different type of athlete than McCaffrey. I've never been more certain of anything in my freaking life. They're drafting Cam Skattebo.
5'10", 220. I mean, he had an amazing game in the playoff where he's throwing passes, catching passes, running. He started at Sac State, man. He's a Sac State guy. And
he's from over there, right? He's from over there.
Yeah. Elk Grove or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a Sac guy. So that's a good one. There is some running back that right now, like every single day, is talking to Bobby T. Bobby T is calling one or two of these running backs every single day. We just don't know who it is. Could be R.J. Harvey. Could be Travion Henderson. I think it might be Travion Henderson. Why? Just because I think they're looking for a great player. I think they're looking for two things. A guy who can catch the ball out of the backfield and be a safety valve, because they just lost that in Debo. They need that receiver in the short area. And they also need somebody who can really, really, really block. And Travion Henderson is considered just an awesome blocker and an awesome receiver. And he's a little small, but that's
my question with Travion. Here's my question. Great player. Sort of like in a Jahmyr Gibbs role, kind of like a guy who takes maybe 10 to 15 carries, but is super explosive. Okay. But the Niners don't really use a running back by committee. It's Christian McCaffrey until the wheels fall off. So if McCaffrey goes down, maybe they'll change that. But if that's how it's been since he's been here. If McCaffrey goes down, I think they're going to need someone who can like carry the load, because Garendo's never been that guy, even in college or high school. And Travion Henderson has always been sort of in a timeshare with Judkins. And I wonder if they'll look for someone who's like proven that they can take a big workload over a full season. Another reason I think they'll go to Cam Skattebo.
In that they could go R.J. Harvey. I see R.J. Harvey and I think, whoa, look at this guy. He's 5'8", 210. He's super fast and he's just awesome. He can block and he can run. He can catch. So we'll see. But that's one of the big questions, because they're going running back in round 2.
Do you think they'll take one
round 2 or 3
with the 75th pick, or do you think they'll go 100?
I think they're going to go with the last pick. I think they're going to go with Oladejo in round 3 from UCLA. I think he's going to be their guy in round 3. I think Bossa could be their second guy in round 3. They have those 2 third-round picks.
They should just draft all the freaking Oregon players. They've had success.
The second round
could
be more D-line or O-line. Yeah. O-line, D-line. I think it's an O-line, D-line thing.
Is there any world where Genty drops him?
I mean, I don't think they're in a position to draft Genty. I mean, they're not. He's ready to roll. They're not ready to roll. They need to build that line in front of him.
It's true.
So, but I mean, he's special for sure. I think what could be a great play here to fleece Dallas, because Dallas they want Genty, or they want Hampton. They want a running back, and they're picking one pick behind you. So you just every time you talk to them, you just play up Genty. The people are calling on Genty, and then just fleece them out of a day 2 or day 3 pick by just not taking Genty. You know what I mean? And, we didn't take Genty, kind of the way the Niners did it with Pace, the Bears GM.
Look, all I'm saying with the Niners is like, they don't necessarily need to have the best quarterback, the most talented quarterback to make long. I mean, they've gone to Super Bowl with 7th round pick and Jimmy, not to downplay Brock, but when they've made their runs, they've had running backs who are out of their freaking mind good. Raheem Mostert on an all-time heater. Christian McCaffrey playing like a Hall of Famer for a year. Like, if they got Genty and he's the truth, they could make a real run this year. They're such a run-oriented team. Just saying.
No, I totally agree with you. I do think they're going to be on the hunt for the star back because they, as you say, they're a run team.
They
Now,
are.
Genty, I mean, there's a lot of star backs in this draft, I think. Genty, I think, is a star. Omarion Hampton from North Carolina, he's a star. Henderson might be a star. You mentioned Judkins. Judkins was a full-time guy at Ole Miss.
What do you think about the guy from Iowa? Caleb Johnson?
He's his numbers were terrible. I can't look at his numbers because they had an awful offense, a terrible passing game. When they ran, everybody in the world knew he was going to run. But he also ran behind a great line. So it's
Iowa, so it fits. I mean, it's very similar to the Niners system.
Yeah, I like him, but he's not as explosive as some of these other guys. Like Dylan Sampson from Tennessee, love him. DJ Giddens from Kansas State, love him. RJ Harvey from Central Florida, love him. I mean, there's a bunch of guys. Brashard Smith.
I like Caleb Johnson because he does seem like he has some receiving talent. Like he can pluck the ball away from his frame, and it seems like he's a really good one-cut runner. He's got the vision. I just think he's a good fit. But I know he ran like about a 4.57. He's not super explosive, but decisive.
Yeah. I mean, the beautiful part about this year's running back class, and there's so many good ones. There's so many good ones. There's going to be guys all over this draft that are going to be good running backs in the NFL.
And as long as Kyle just lets Bobby Turner do it, like it's Bobby's department. Let him make the pick, Kyle. You're the guy who wanted Ty Davis Price and Trey Sermon. Let him make the pick, Kyle. That's the reason you may not have him on your freaking roster, on your coaching staff that much longer. He's like 77 years old. Let him do his thing. Seriously, I trust him.
He's like Ray Rhodes was to defensive backs, coming out when Rhodes was with the Niners. He had a great eye for it. Just go with his guys.